Hey guys, it's me and I'm on my vlog channel. Today I wanted to make a 15 weird questions tag, which has been going around YouTube like the get the freak on thing. I wasn't going to make this video, and then I was watching Juicy Star 7 do it, and I was like, oh my god, I have to do this video because, you know, she changes people. In my last video I got on my main channel, somebody commented and they were like, you have such a big head, and I was like, oh my god, my head is not that big. Like, it just looks like I have a really big head because I don't have a lot of hair. Like, this is all of my hair, like, right there. So it looks like I have a big head, but I promise you I don't have a big head. But if you think I have a weird head, I'm sorry. Some people have big heads. Like, I'd rather have a big head than a small head. But anyways, I'm going to be doing this tag video just because it seemed like a lot of fun. So I'm posting this on my vlog channel because it's not really beauty related. There's like one beauty related question. But number 1, what is a nickname only your family calls you? My direct family that lives in my house, like, you know, my house, doesn't really call me anything. When my little brother was young, he called me Anda, and when my little sister was younger, like, she's still like 2, but when she was a little younger, she would call me Nana, and she still does sometimes, but none of those really stuck, really. My direct family really doesn't call me anything weird. Like, it's weird, though, because everybody else has, like, a nickname. Like, my older sister, she doesn't really have one. Steffi, I don't know. And then my younger brother, we call him K-Bop. And my little sister, named Sarah, we call her Boogas. Not Booger, Boogas. But it's like, I always feel really bad for her because I really think it's going to stick, and it's going to really stink to have that nickname growing up. Come here, Boogas. Like, okay, it's weird, but it's actually my fault. I started singing this song, and it goes like this. 'Cause you're my sugars and boogers and sugar booger looger. We started calling her Sugar Booger, and now it's just Boogers. And it's weird, though, but my granddad, and he's the only one who calls me this, but my granddad calls me Pumpkin. But that's it. Like, most people just call me Anna. Alright, number 2. What is a weird habit of yours? And I thought about this for a long time, and I was finally like, oh my god, I know. I will sit there and pick, like, the crust off of my eyelashes. You know how when your mascara hardens and your eyelashes have that little crust stuff? I will sit there and pick it off, and it'll be like black stuff all over my face, and then my eyelashes will be really limp and lifeless. But it is just a habit that I have, and I wish I didn't have it because it's really annoying sometimes, especially when I want my eyelashes to look good. Any weird phobias? And yes, I do have a phobia of people throwing up. And it's gotten better over the years. Like, I used to be terrified for people to, like, throw up. Now I'm getting better. Like, it's a weird phobia to have. Some people are like, oh my god, that's so cool, but I'm just like, I can't. I still can't even be in, like, the same room when someone's throwing up. Like, I actually have a funny story. My little brother, when he was sick, one year, he was sick, and I was going to my friend's house, and I didn't want to go through the living room to, like, get in the car. So I knew we were about to leave, so I threw my purse out the window, and I climbed out of the window too. And there was, like, bushes all along the front of our house, and, like, I crawled through the bushes and out of my house and everything just so I wouldn't have to walk through the living room, because I was afraid that, like, when I walked by, he was going to throw up or he was going to get me sick. Like, I can't stand people throwing up, and I can't stand myself throwing up. Like, I'm so afraid that I'm going to throw up. It's just like, what is a song you secretly blast and belt out when you're alone? Something that probably most of you guys wouldn't think about me is that I really like rap songs, and you probably can't see me as liking rap songs, but I do. And probably a song that I would really belt out, like blast in my room, are rap songs, but one in particular that I have on a CD because my iPod is being like a jerk, and it's not working, so I have to go get that fixed. But I had this on CD, so while I'm waiting, I just blast that probably every day, really. It's Got Money by Lil Wayne, and I have that on CD, and I just love it so much. Like, That's probably a weird habit or a weird song that I like. Biggest pet peeve, and probably like a beauty pet peeve that I have, is when people put on eyeliner and like it's up to their eyebrow. Not literally, but you can see the skin underneath. Like, some people, I know they can't help it, like, because they would have to tightline in order for it not to work, but it gets on my last nerve when I'm trying to put eyeliner on my mom and like you can see the skin underneath. It just gets on my nerve. Like, I never had that because it would get me, like, I would rather make it like so thick than having you be able to see it underneath, because it just bugs me so bad. And if I have to sit there and see somebody like have a conversation, like I'm probably just going to be staring at their eyeliner the whole time. What is one of your nervous habits? Okay, I noticed like during the EOGs and like big tests, I always have a hair tie, like, or multiple hair ties on my wrist, and I will just sit there and do this little thing with them, like just sit there, like it just comes natural. I'll just be like, and just do that. And I don't know if you guys did that too, but when silly bands were really popular, I would always steal people's, like I was never into them, but I loved doing this with them. So I was like, hey, I can do this with hair ties too. So I just, oh my god, I flicked it at you. Did you see that? But I would bring them and I would just do that. Oh my god, I flicked it at you again. I'm sorry. Usually I'll put my like hand over top like that. Oh, and if you were wondering about my hand, I don't have anything on it right now, but I usually have this little sticky bandage that I wrap around the two fingers to keep them straight, because you can't put a splint in here, but I just wrap it around them and wrap it around my hand. It's like a sticky bandage that sticks to itself, and I ran out, so I have to go get some more. So as of this video, I don't have anything on my hand. Sorry. But it is feeling a lot better, so I'm so happy for that. Like, I can move it and do everything that I can with this hand, you know. I could probably, if I was left-handed, I could probably write with my left hand right now. But when I sleep, I do wear my ace bandage until I can get some more of that stuff, because I don't want it to like get messed up, because I am supposed to have it in that sticky bandage for 3 weeks. What side of the bed do you sleep on? Now, I sleep on like the far side closest to that mirror, which if you're looking at the bed, it's the left side. I don't know why, but it's closest to my nightstand, so I sleep there. But what I do is I turn the pillows, like, alright, let's go take a look. If I were to like sleep on these pillows, which I don't, I would like turn this pillow sideways and this pillow sideways like that, so that way, whichever way I turned, I would be able to, like, I don't know, that's what I sleep like, with pillows looking like a triangle. First stuffed animal you got and its name. The first stuffed animal that I got, I don't even remember, I probably had stuffed animals before this one, but the one that I remember that I carried around all the time that I loved, I got when I was like 4 for Valentine's Day, and it was pink, and I named it something like Pinky or One Ear, because like when I first got it, like the ear fell off, one of the ears, and I lost it, so I think I did name it One Ear. So it only had one ear, and I didn't try to like sew it back on. I kind of liked it with one ear, which is really weird, but I just had like my one-eared pink dog that I would always like walk around with, and it was weird. What do you always order at Starbucks? Okay, at Starbucks, I've tried so many different things, and there's only one thing that I go back to. And now I never want to order anything else when I go there, because I'm afraid I'm not going to like it and then waste my money when I could have been drinking this. And it's the strawberries and cream frappuccino, and I've never been a big coffee person, but I love Starbucks, which is weird. So I try to get things that don't really have coffee in them. I get the strawberries and cream frappuccino. Definitely if you, like, I don't even like strawberries that much. It tastes so good though. It's probably really high in calories and really bad for you, but I absolutely love it. Beauty rule you preach but don't practice. Now, I don't really have much, but there's something like, it seems like in every video I'm like, curl your lashes and apply mascara, but I never curl my lashes in real life. Like, I didn't curl them today because when I am in like a serious rush, which is most of the time, I don't take the time to curl my lashes. So Some days I do, but not many. For the most part, I don't curl my lashes. Which way do you face in the shower? I think most people face this way, but I face with my head away from the shower. Let's say this is the shower head. I would face like this with the water hitting the back of my head. Except when I need to turn, I'll step out of the area that the shower is beating down on to bathe and wash my hair. When I'm doing that, I'll face the shower head, but I'll be out, I won't be letting the water hit me. I'll be out of the way of the water line. Any weird body skills? Now, I don't have that many weird things that I can do with my body, but I'm not going to do it for you right now because of my hand, but I can take this thumb and pull it all the way down to my, I can try to do it, pull it all the way down here. It's really not working as good as I normally can because of my hand. It's hurting, but I can take this and bring it all the way down to my arm, and it looks really weird. And I've never met anybody else who can do it. I don't know if it's something that's, oh my god, Anna, everybody can do that, but I've never met anybody who can. I think it looks pretty comfort food that's bad for you, but you love it anyways. And this is kind of weird. I mean, I love candy. That's pretty generic, but whenever I'm sad, that's what I'll eat. And even when I'm not sad, if I can have candy, I will eat it. It's my favorite junk food to eat, especially peppermint patties and Reese's cups and plain Hershey's bars even. But probably my favorite is Skittles and Starburst and Sour Patch Kids and stuff like that that's sour, because that's what I love the best. A phrase you say. Now, I don't really have the signature phrase people think of me, Blair, they think of OMG WHKP, but I have to say that would probably be mine, because ever since she started saying it every day in my everyday life. I don't really say it on videos, but in my everyday life, that's what I'll say now instead of OMG, because people will be like, what? And I'll be like, ah. Kind of a lame one for that one, since somebody already made that up, but that's what I'd say. I don't have any other weird things that I say. Time to sleep. What are you actually wearing? Okay, most of the time, I will just sleep in a tank top, and I'll take my pants off, when I get in the bed, because it gets really hot in my room. Either that or really cold in my room because of my big window right here. So, and I always keep my door closed. So, in the summer, it gets super hot. In the winter, it gets really cold. But regardless, I like to be cold. So even in the winter, that's what I'll be wearing, a cami and my underwear. Sorry if you're against me saying underwear, but I like being cold when I fall asleep. So I have my fan on high at all times in the summer, so that when I go to sleep, I will be cold, because I love wrapping up in the covers and being cold, so that I can get warm in the covers, which sounds so weird. But I remember when I was little, my mom made me wear socks to bed, and I would always kick them off because I hated being hot in the bed. And then before I woke up in the morning, I would put them back on so she would never know. That's kind of a weird fact. I'm going to do the 16th question that Blair's boyfriend Sawyer Hartman added on. It's something you thought was cool to wear at the moment, but you realize it's not so cool now. Probably everybody at my school wears t-shirts that just say Abercrombie and Aeropostale and stuff like that, and I used to that's all that I would wear, but now that I'm into YouTube and everything, I've been really into fashion and branching out and trying to wear other kind of shirts. I mean, I still wear stuff like that, and I still don't think it's that bad, but you know what I mean. I'm branching out now. That's kind of weird, but I've never worn anything that I regret, really. But yeah, guys, that was my 15 weird questions tag, and I hope you will make this tag too and leave it as a video response so I can see it too. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.